Texas Republican Congressman, member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Keith Self. Great to see you this morning, Congressman. So Donald Trump is showing some optimism here, and Iran is reviewing a one-page memo proposed by the U.S. to end this war. But according to Politico, quote, the biggest obstacle to an Iran deal may be Trump's ego. Trump's constant belittling of Iranian leaders is alarming some Arab and U.S. officials who worry that such insults could prove a major obstacle. I don't know about you. I think the biggest obstacle might be Iran refusing to let go of its nuclear ambitions, not Trump belittling a terrorist regime.
Well, I'm not sure why you would read that liberal rag on national television. But look, both sides need to get this thing done. We've not talked about China. China wants Iran to get this done because once we control Venezuela oil and then shut off Iranian oil, China's in a world of hurt. So both sides need to get it done. President Trump knows that. Don't expect too much out of this first agreement, but going forward, we will see the nuclear program is the key issue here. Don't lose focus of that.
Yeah, so obviously ending the war, very critical ahead of the midterms. And Americans, I mean, we know they want lower gas prices. They want lower grocery prices. They want things back to normal. According to a new NPR, PBS, Marist, another liberal outlet poll, 81% say the pain at the pump is really putting a strain on their household budgets. Strong majority blame the president for this. Do you worry about this heading into the midterms, or do you think once the war is over and we start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, people are going to go, okay, it was worth that short-term price increase?
Well, we do need to get the prices down because it is a key. Look, the November election will turn on the economy unless we have this war still going, which we are not. So it will turn on the economy. And I believe that once people get the idea that their lives are improving, and they are improving in many factors, but we do need to get that price down because it's right there in your face every day when you buy gasoline or diesel.
So speaking of primaries, Indiana sent a clear message this week on redistricting, with several incumbents losing to Trump-endorsed opponents after they voted against the new congressional maps last year. So now Republicans in the South plan to push forward with their own maps: Alabama, Tennessee, South Carolina, Mississippi. What are you taking away from the wins we saw on Tuesday in Indiana?
I'm taking away that President Trump still holds a lot of sway across the Republican Party and will for a while. But we're also seeing the impact of the Supreme Court decision. Don't forget that.
Right.
Because they tore down a section of the Voting Rights Act that should have been torn down a long time ago. So people are reacting to the Supreme Court decision as well.
So speaking of primaries, in your home state of Texas, a very important primary runoff taking place later this month. The latest polls show a dead heat between State Attorney General Ken Paxton and incumbent Senator John Cornyn. Now, I know you haven't endorsed a candidate. I'm not asking you if you're going to, but what are you hearing on the ground right now? Because the Real Clear Politics average has this thing within the margin of error.
Well, I believe that most people are thinking about the November election, not the runoff. We cannot have, I say again, we cannot have a Democrat senator from Texas. That would be a tsunami across the nation. So I want, and I think most Texans want, the person that can defeat Tallarico in November. It's as simple as that. Keep your eye on November. We cannot have a Democrat senator from Texas.
I'm with you on that. All right, Congressman Keith Self, thank you so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.